Greetings to everybody from the future tuning in for another episode of Casual Hardcore Minecraft. I am coming back today to a world that I had abandoned in the past for various reasons. I'll explain. I'm gonna explain myself. I will tell you everything that you need to know about what's going on here. But this is Mundane World 4, in which I have recorded 8 episodes, I believe, already. And then it struck me that it's not really mundane enough. I felt like I took on a build that was pretty extravagant, and also I felt like I was rushing the world, like I was going too fast. I was rushing myself, both in terms of how fast I'm going within the game time, but also in terms of how many episodes I was recording. It was just I was churning out too many episodes in a short period of time. And I guess that's kind of what I'm doing today. I'm right back to recording another video today because I got slain by an Enderman in my previous video in another world. By day 59. I think I was on day 59. I did not make it to day 100 in that world, in the nameless world. So I decided that I'm going to come back to this one because I decided that the reasons why I abandoned this world, I don't think that those were really particularly good reasons, because it's still, like, I'm still very happy with the way the build is going, even though the thing is, it's just going to take me a pretty long time to complete this build. We're already, I think we're on day 41. Let's check real quick. Let's turn on the user interface. Yeah, day 41. Well, we played 41 days played. So it's actually day 42 now. Day 42. I think I was giving myself like a 1-day leeway type of deal. So I'm going to play through 4 days of 4 days of Minecraft gameplay, I guess, for this episode. And I just want to talk. I just want to talk about what I want to do now in this world. I want to talk a little bit more about what happened with Nameless World, and what I'm going to do now that I'm dead in that world. Lots of things to talk about. Do I even have it? Yeah, I should have my shield equipped, just in case I get attacked by a freaking Enderman. Just in case you don't get attacked. You have to accidentally look at him to get attacked by an Enderman. I mean, you can completely avoid Enderman attacks by just never looking at them. But apparently, it's possible to just accidentally look at an Enderman. And in the early game, especially if you don't have iron armor, you're just extremely vulnerable to getting killed by Endermen. So I guess I can cope by acting like, well, I that's something to learn from. I'm gonna learn from my mistakes and just be more cautious about how I about just be more wary of potentially having to engage with an Enderman, and just what I did wrong. Here's what I did wrong in that previous episode in which I died. I didn't press the escape button. I should have pressed the escape button as soon as I triggered the Enderman. I should have pressed the escape button and given myself time to think about the course of action. What am I doing next? But the problem is, the other thing I forgot, in the heat of the moment, I totally forgot that water, that when you place, when you put water down, like here, let me demonstrate. Like, let's say I put a water right here. You see how it flows in a certain direction? It flows this way, and it's because it's close to a ledge. And because it's close to a ledge, it's going to flow over to that ledge. And I think over here, I think it's spread out a little bit because it's equidistant from multiple ledges, so it's spread out to in the direction of those ledges. But when it's close to a ledge, it's going to make its way to that ledge instead of just going in all directions. So it's not going to give you the kind of protection that you were aiming to to get from it. The kind of Enderman protection. I'm just going around getting these seeds. You know, I don't want these precious seeds to go to waste. So yeah, if you just, you know, so that's a good defense mechanism against Endermen when you're completely. I mean, if you can do it right, if you can, you know, if you can unload your bucket of water on a flat surface, then it spreads out, and then it's no problem. Like here, just to demonstrate, I'm going to go up to the hill. I think there's some flat surface up there, just to show you guys what I'm talking about. Like right here. Like if I was to engage with an Enderman up here, it would be no problem because I can just go like this, and see here it spreads in different directions. Oh, except in this direction because it found ledges on that side and that side. So like even when it seems like it's a pretty level, flat area. You might be wrong about that. It might have just not occurred to you that actually, you know, over there, it's within 7 blocks. I'm pretty sure if it's like within 7 blocks, then it counts that as a nearby ledge, and the water is going to spread out in that direction. And I guess these in this direction, it was the same distance as the ledge, but I'm not sure why it didn't also go into this direction also. Huh. And I have more grass seeds to pick up now. Wheat seeds. But that's, I mean, the thing is, like, if you can get it right where it creates a big puddle around you. I'm gonna do it one more time. Well, I don't want to keep having to go back for grass seeds, darn it. Because I like having a little bit of grass here and there. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I'm done demonstrating. You get the idea. You get the point. But I guess I'm gonna have to look into the water mechanics just because I want to get to the bottom of how this works, just to be better prepared for that. So I guess that my point is that, and I guess the lesson to learn from that experience is that that's not a reliable approach. It's not a reliable defense mechanism against Endermen because you can't tell quickly enough. You can't assess the surroundings quickly enough to determine that the water is going to stay in a nice pool right around you to give you that protection. I mean, and to those of you who don't know, so Endermen don't like water, so they're not going to attack you. The water is going to act like a barrier, a natural barrier to you. So they're just not going to be able to reach you. If you're close enough to a body of water, like if you're close enough to a lake or the ocean, you should just sprint towards the lake and just hop in the water, and then the Endermen will not be able to get to you. And then you can gradually kill them off, you know, by a very standard means. You know, but by keeping them far enough away from you to where they're not hurting you. And I guess you should also you could just use your shield. You might be able to shield away from them. The problem with that is the Endermen can teleport. So I'm not actually sure. I think they might be able to just teleport behind you and attack you from behind where you're not being shielded. So shielding against the Enderman is, I think that's also kind of a weak strategy. But that's probably better than throwing water down on the ground, because apparently that doesn't really work. Apparently it's not a good idea. So what the hell are you supposed to do then to protect yourself from Endermen, from a potential Enderman attack? Besides from just avoiding eye contact. I mean, not eye contact. I'm pretty sure you don't actually have to look him in the eye. You can just if you're looking at the body of an Enderman, at the hitbox of an Enderman, that will trigger the Enderman attack. So you have to just avoid that completely. I don't have enough saplings from that big tree. I guess I'll go ahead and chop this one down too. Hopefully I get enough saplings. I'm sure I have saplings somewhere. I need the hoe. Nothing around me, right? Yeah. So I'm not even sure how you're supposed to, like, what are you supposed to do in the early game if you get attacked by an Enderman? I guess, like, can you outrun him? Is it possible to just run away? I mean, the thing is, you're not necessarily going to be in a convenient spot to run away from. Like, if you're on a hillside, well, you can't just jump off the hill because you might take a whole bunch of fall damage. And if the Enderman has already attacked you once, well, you only have, like, one more shot before, you know, if he attacks you one more time, you're dead, because it's a 2-hit kill if you're not wearing armor. So I guess the best thing you can do is press the escape button to give yourself time to figure out the best shot. What's your best course of action? And then it's still not a guaranteed survival rate of survival. Like if you get to trigger an Enderman and you're not wearing any armor, there's a very good chance that that's it. That's it for you. Like that, I don't know what you're, because you could try using a shield if you get, but just to, but is it better to just try to shield off an attack and try to hit him back with an axe and try to shield off his attacks, or is that too dangerous? Because it only takes 2 strikes and you're dead. So it might be that that's actually too dangerous, and you really should, just start running. Just sprint. Just sprint to the closest body of water you can think of to hop into water, or to anywhere where there's 2 ledges. The thing is, you don't have enough time to just dig with a shovel into the dirt to create a little shelter from you. So maybe if you're nearby trees, and you're like underneath those low trees, you can go hide, under a tree, because anywhere where there's like 2, this tree would have been excellent. I could have just hid under this tree. Like if I was just stood here while the tree was still up, the Enderman wouldn't have killed me. Because then there was at least 2 blocks away. He would have been at least 2 blocks away. I think 2 blocks is like he's not going to be able to reach you at a distance of 2 blocks. I think. I'm not even entirely positive about that. It might be 3 blocks. They got like long freaking arms, right? So I don't even know about that. Okay, we'll have enough saplings now to replant this tree. I don't even have glass on top of these trees. That's all right. That's okay. So yeah, I'm pretty sure you press escape, and then figure out the closest body of water. Figure out how you can sprint to just run away. Either the closest body of water, or like a place where the ceiling height is just 2 blocks, because you can hide there. You can hide there. So maybe like a nearby cave. But the thing is, like, you might not be aware of such a place nearby. So the best course of action probably is to just run for a body of water. And the closest body of water to me at that time, like, I know that there were some lakes in the clearing where I cleared out some trees to in the episode before that, I guess. I should have ran for those lakes, which was downhill. I mean, I don't know how much fall damage I would have taken just trying to sprint down the hill. That's kind of dangerous. All right, I have 4 saplings now. But yeah, that's probably what I should have done at that point. Because I don't think trying to use a shield and just whack him with an axe while shooting off attacks from him, I don't think that's a viable strategy. Because I think you're just too susceptible to, not blocking off. Like, because you have to put your shield down to attack, and if you happen to not time it right, well, he might hit you. Like, and it only takes like 2 hits. So if he already hit you once, then that's just not a viable strategy. Because like 1 more hit is all it takes to kill you. So I think it's safer. The safest route is to just sprint to the nearest body of water you can think of, or to like an ender. You should probably, what you should do, you should have panic holes, Enderman panic holes. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and construct one. I'm going to make one right here, right now, just to feel a little bit safer, just to feel like I've learned something from that experience, right? I'm going to create an ender hole, which will be a place for me to run away to, in case I get attacked again by an Enderman, in case I trigger an Enderman. And it's probably just never going to happen. That's probably like, I'm probably just never going to encounter another Enderman encounter. What's a good place? I think right here is a good place along this side. All right. Although I really like how the natural curvature of the earth there, so I don't really want to do it there. Darn it. Well, here, look, I'm not actually worried about getting attacked here, because I'm close enough to the water. I'm just going to sprint to the water, and probably take a few hearts of damage from fall damage, just because you're sprinting downwards. You might fall off a few ledges, a few times. Let's test run that real quick. What if I'm like up on the top? Do you just sprint to and then just jump off the cliff? I guess you need to be aware of like what's a good place to jump off the cliff from. Right? Like if you're up here, I'm still hearing those creepy spider sounds around that area. I'm going to be hesitant to just jump off here, because I'm not sure. I don't really know, if I'll make it to the water, because you might just die from fall damage if you don't. Yeah, that looks pretty safe. So that's a pretty safe leap. if I manage to, you know, to jump right on. Gosh, that's so dangerous. Like I'm afraid to do it even without being attacked by an Enderman. Like just sprint, just to do a test run. If I just sprint off of the hill here and try to dive into the water, gosh, that's scary. That is very scary. I think I can do it, but that is so scary. Gosh, I would have to test that out, I guess. I'm pretty sure that's a safe dive. Because that, I mean, if you land right there on that ledge, that's not going to kill you, and then the next ledge after that is already water. So I'm pretty sure that's a safe dive. So I guess if I was like, you should just be aware, like just always be aware of like where do you go to if you accidentally make, you know, look at an Enderman. What about like on this side? Yeah, this is a safe. That's a fairly safe dive. I think I could make that dive. Gosh, that would be so freaking terrifying though. Just to have to jump off a cliff to dive into the water to escape an Enderman. It's like right here, like I'm not sure if the water trick would work over here. If I just put water down, let's see what happens. See what happens if I put water down right here. Yeah, see, it just goes in a single direction, does not create the pool that you need to protect yourself. So, unless like you're in a place where, like maybe right here, like I'm pretty sure if I did it right here, yeah, like right here, that's a pretty good. That's pretty good. It creates a pool of water. This will be protect you sufficiently. Although I don't know, probably not sufficiently enough because you have to be right in the center of it. Because if you go a little further in this way, well, he's going to teleport to this side and then attack you from behind. And if you're a little too close to this side, he's going to teleport right here and attack you from here. So I think you need to be like 2 blocks away from him to be able to reach you. I think that was like right here somewhere. So yeah, the water bucket is, I don't think that's a viable strategy. It's only like in very rare circumstances is that a viable defense mechanism against Endermen. Gosh, that's a really hard one. So really, like even with, you know, I'm pretty sure with iron armor, like now that I already have armor in this world, I already have armor. Can I? Yeah, okay. I was just checking to test that my free cam is set to where I can't move through the ground. It's not gonna let me go through the ground, and I'm trying to avoid spoiling caves for myself. So yeah, I have iron armor already in this game. So I'm pretty sure if I was to get attacked by an Enderman, well, I should just fight him off. I should just you know, use my shield and try to withstand his attacks, and then just whack him with an axe in between his attacks. That's what you would do. Because now that you have iron armor, you're not too worried about getting hit once or twice or 3 times even by an Enderman. Because I think that's only going to do like 1.5, maybe 2 hearts of damage or something. Maybe even 2.5 hearts of damage. That's still like at least 3 hits before you're dead. And hopefully you'll recover some hearts from, you know, your hunger bar hopefully being full before you're completely out of hearts. And even then, like even if you're wearing iron armor, it's still only like a few hits, like, you know, what, like 4 or 5 hits before you're dead. Endermen are very dangerous beasts. Alright, I'll sleep again. Is that already a second day? Alright, day 42, so yeah, that's actually only like the first full day of this video. Yeah, I'm gonna follow through. I'm gonna continue with the 5 days per episode for this series because that's how I started it. Like I already have 8 episodes. This is episode 9 of Mundane World 4, and since I started this world before I switched over to doing 3-day episodes, I'm just gonna stick with the 5 episode. The 5 days per episode. Structure, I guess. So the episodes are gonna be pretty long. They're gonna be like an hour plus, over an hour long episodes mostly. Or about an hour for 5 days, you know, unless I take some time during the night to do stuff. But I think it's worth it. I think that's fine. I don't think that's really actually a big difference because, you know, you can just pause if you really want to watch through it all. And you don't have time. You can just pause it, finish it later, or something like that. I don't think it actually makes a big difference. I think that like shorter episodes are a little bit more appealing for YouTube viewers. But even then, like it doesn't really, like the people that are interested in, they'll watch through the whole thing, and the majority, like 99% of people are just gonna click out after the first 3 minutes anyways. Because like currently I'm not actually like the people that the algorithm suggests these videos to. I think they're just new people that aren't really interested in like, you know, they're just trying to see if this is something they would like, and they just immediately figure that they're not actually interested in it. But not necessarily. I mean, I've also just come across. I mean, I myself have come across videos that I've only watched briefly that were pretty neat, and it's just that, you know, I thought that I was up for the full episode, and I found that I just wasn't up for actually spending the time to watch it. All right, I got some. I think I'm going to need more wood, because I think I was in the stage of building here where I was running out of wood. Am I hearing skeleton sounds? No, I think that's just the music. I think that's just brand new 1.21 music. Ooh-wee. I really like the music. I love what they did with the music. And I mean, like, I think they're continuing to do an excellent job developing Minecraft. I don't care what the beta Minecraft players would have you believe what they're saying. I know that, you know, there's a lot of people that are frustrated with the way Minecraft is being developed. I am not on that train. I am on I really like modern Minecraft. I like what Microsoft is doing with Minecraft, even though I know everybody thinks that Microsoft is an evil corporation, and maybe they are, but, you know, at least the Minecraft, the people working on Minecraft seem to be wholesome individuals that are not minions of the military-industrial complex or something like that. I don't know, but I don't really mean that. Most, you know, the average worker, if you're just work for Microsoft, you know, you're just a regular person. Although I don't know how, to what extent. Maybe you're not. Maybe it's like a lot of employees in the tech companies are corrupt. But I don't think that the Minecraft employees, like, I think Minecraft employees, they seem to really care, because, you know what, I think this game has been excellent. The updates have been excellent. I loved what 1.20. I mean, since 1.18. 1.18 was such a big milestone. I loved the height increases. I loved the addition of Deep Slate. Like 1.18 to me was a big turning point for Minecraft, and everything since 1.18 I thought was pretty spectacular. I loved 1.19 and 1.20, and I love 1.21. Even though I'm really not interested in the features of 1.21. Like, I don't really care for the trial chambers. I don't know how long it's going to be until I actually find a trial chamber and check it out and try it. Like, I haven't really explored the 1.20 features fully. Like, I haven't messed with archaeology, like, at all. So, like, I don't really care. I don't really care for the features. I mean, I like it that I have more blocks now to play with. What are you hearing? Skeleton sounds. It's the music. It's the music. Okay, one thing that I needed to do real quick in this world before I forget. So this I found from just a picture that I took, of the bird's eye view of the structure as I have it currently. This is not symmetrical. This side is bigger than this side, and that's a problem. I want it to be symmetrical. So actually, what I need to do is I need to break this down real quick and build this wall. Build this retaining wall. One block. Oops, still got my hoe equipped. I need to drop off some dirt blocks. Apparently, I need to break this wall down and build it one block in this direction. Ah. There we go, and let's put that up there, and the complete the fence there. Yeah, I was out of wood, so I didn't really have much fence. I don't have enough fence to complete the farm. I'm gonna need a lot more wood, so I'm gonna need a lot more fence for the top. I have the same basic plans for the top of the house as I normally do. I like having the glass rooftop and then have a patio on top. So this house, that's not the hoe, that's my pickaxe. I keep forgetting to switch between the two. I like having, I use the same, I usually assign them to the same key, the 4 key. That's where because you don't normally need a pickaxe while you're chopping wood. chopping trees. So that's like the tool that I need the least. So I switch it out for the hoe when I'm chopping wood. And yeah, let's replant this tree over here. All right. I think, do I have dirt? Yeah, let's just drop off the dirt. Why do I have so much dirt? I don't know. Drop off apples. I don't really need apples right now. God, I guess I could get my farm going. Just to make sure, because I don't feel like... It's kind of dangerous to be hunting for fish. Well, I guess not anymore because I have iron armor. But just say, when you don't have iron armor, it's pretty dangerous actually to go, like, axe the fish, to play the axe the fish minigame. I love it. I actually really like doing that. It's fun to do, to just like dive into the ocean and just use your axe to fish instead of using the fishing rod. It's much quicker. Fishing rods take a while to actually fish up enough. And it's probably more relaxing to use a fishing rod. There's utility in it for sure, and sometimes you fish out useful objects. So I got nothing against fishing rods or anything, but I do like to go axe the fish sometimes. But I also could get the farm going. Like right here, I was going to have the farm, and I guess I could get the farm going now, just to have food, because I'm pretty sure I got 5 cod left. Yeah. Do I want to do that right now? What's the next thing I want to do? I'm not even sure. I guess I could talk a little bit about the plans for the build. So I'm going to slow way the fuck down in this playthrough, because I felt like I was rushing myself way too much in those first 8 episodes. I'm only in I'm not even to day 50 yet, and I already got iron armor, and I'm much farther ahead than I was in my Nameless World run. I mean, the thing is that, in the Nameless World run, I kind of I built a fairly small, basically a minimum size, pretty standard size starter house. This starter house, it's a mouthful. There's a lot. There's a lot. It's a lot to swallow. It's a big build. It's a pretty big build. Like you should, and I advise against this actually. I try to avoid doing this, and that was one of the problems that I encountered in this run. I started on a build that was too big for the house, but also I couldn't come up. I remember I selected this spot because I couldn't really come up with a good spot, because the hillside. I decided that, well, the hillside is such a good location that I would want to build something bigger up there. So it's not a good spot for the starter house, because I wouldn't want other buildings around the starter house in immediate proximity. So the starter house would just take up the entire hilltop if I did that. And I don't want to use that hilltop. I want to put a castle up there someday. So I decided to build it somewhere else, and then I just couldn't find a better place. This is just the best spot that I could find to put a starter house in. And just because of the landscape, the shape of this land, I decided this is the structure that I decided to roll with. And it's going to end up being a pretty large structure, because it's going to be more than two floors. I decided I'm going to make it 4 floors. The problem is, well, I guess it's kind of hard to explain what the problem is for just making it 3. This is the second. This is going to be the second floor up here, from which you have an exit to ground level, I guess, if you're exiting out this way. And then there's going to be another floor on top of that, and that's going to be the 3rd floor. And the problem I was running into, the 3rd floor is actually going to be pretty big, because it's going to cover basically the entire area, like this. All of this, and I decided I'm gonna run the stairs up one more level. I'm gonna have the stairs going all the way to the 3rd floor, which is gonna be pretty big. The 2nd floor is not gonna be very big. It's just gonna be in here. So it's just gonna be a storage floor. I'm just gonna have some chests there, probably, and not really much. I have enough space on the 1st floor. I have enough space to have an automated furnace there. I'm gonna have an automated furnace. Look, that's actually a pretty good sunset view. I remembered it wrong. I thought that I didn't really have a good sunset view over here, because I thought it was covered by a big hill, but it's not a terribly big hill. And from the elevation, from the 4th level, from the 4th story where I'm going to have my bedroom, yeah, I'm going to have the bedroom on the 4th floor. I'm going to need a 4th floor. Because like I kind of want to. You'll see. It has to do with the architecture, with the way the shape basically of the structure. Because I don't like it that the third floor is going to be like it's going to be the entire width of the floor on the third floor, the third story, and I don't like it that I'm not going to have. There's not going to be like a convenient place for the bed to have a view of the moon. I'm going to have the bed facing this way, I think, to have a view of the moonrise. Although the sunset, that was not a bad sunset view. So I guess I actually could have it facing that way. Huh. So I don't know, I might actually reconsider now that I've realized that. Ow. That was a bit too far of a fall. It's alright. I still have full hunger bar. Still couldn't eat a cod. Okay, so if I have the bed facing this way, I mean, that kind of changes things a little bit. So the problem I was running, so I like having a glass ceiling, above my bedroom. But if I'm going to have like another tier above that, I don't like having double glass ceilings. Does that make sense? I can't explain it until I build it. You're just gonna have to watch me build this thing. So it's gonna be several episodes of building to finish this build, because it's a big one. I mean, it's gonna be 4 stories tall, and like the rooftop patio on the 4th story. I kind of want to see how much stone. Cause I remember I was out of wood because I needed more wood to burn more stone. And I might be running out of stone. So we have a stack of stone there. I got a stack of stone that's already smelted. Let's go ahead and burn more wood. I'm out of charcoal. I only have 3 torches on me. And I do have a pickaxe there. Never mind, I don't need another pickaxe. I'm good on the tools. Tool situation is fine. I normally have another hoe. See, normally I don't really carry around the pickaxe with me, the iron pickaxe, unless I'm actually going mining, and I'm expecting to mine for the rare materials for like. They're rare. I mean, they're not super rare. The redstone and the blue stuff. What's the blue stuff? Darn it, the lapis lazuli. The blue stuff. The blue. What was that? 35 charcoal in there. I'm still hearing those dangerous skeleton sounds. I think there must be like an opening in there somewhere. So yeah, I only have okay. I do have a couple of stacks of stone up here. Yeah, I'll bring them with me. I'll bring them along with me. Yeah, the redstone and lapis lazuli, gold, and the diamonds, of course. I already got some diamonds in this world, and that's because I went down. I dug a mine shaft, which I normally don't like to do. I do not like digging mine shafts because I just don't like the way they are aesthetically. Like, I think this is aesthetically, it doesn't feel. I don't like the way it feels aesthetically. Like it's just all right. It just feels kind of uncreative. And I really enjoy exploring caves, dangerous they may be, but I really love, like, that's one of my favorite parts of Minecraft. I really like to explore caves, even though they're pretty dangerous. But that's like that's a very fun part of Minecraft. And yeah, I know that, yeah, until you get freaking eight blast protection books to have blast protection 2 enchantments on every piece of armor, you need at least 8 points of blast protection on your armor total to be able to withstand a point blank creeper blast. Until then, it's unsafe. You're not really safe exploring caves. You have to be extremely cautious, and always make sure to look up to make sure you're lighting up anything that's above you. And of course, even after you have the 8 blast protection enchantments, points of enchantment on your armor, even after that, it's you should still use that strategy. You should always light up things above where creepers might potentially rain down from onto you, because you never know when you might already have taken some hits, taken some damage, and then with 8 points of blast protection, the creeper blast, a point blank creeper blast, brings you down to like 1 heart or half a heart. if you're right next to him. So even then, like if you've already taken some damage, well, that might be all it takes to finish you. So you should always be trying to light everything up above you as you're exploring caves, with or without blast protection. But you know, once you get the blast protection, that's when I feel like I've achieved something in a hardcore mode world. That's the point at which, you know, I feel like I've gotten through the initialization phase of a hardcore mode playthrough. And I play exclusively in hardcore mode because I really like. The reason I play in hardcore mode is because it makes it more exciting. All right, it is thrilling. It is thrilling to be playing in hardcore mode. It makes life feel precious. It makes your Minecraft life feel precious. And yeah, I know, like I'm basically, I also, like, I miss the worlds that I do feel like I get attached to the worlds that I build in. And then, like, the plan for those, I'm thinking what I'm going to do is, you know, I'm going to resuscitate. Not resuscitate. I'm going to what's the word? Reincarnate myself in this world. So yeah, I do anticipate that I'm going to I'm going to come back to the Nameless World, and I'm going to come back to Mundane World 1 and Mundane World 3. I'm not going to come back to Mundane World 2 because I don't have that save file anymore. Because I got very frustrated with myself after the third episode. I recorded a third episode and I really didn't like how it went. And the build that I started in it, and like I started on a starter house build, and it was even bigger than this one. It was just way too much. It was just way too big of a build to start with in your initialization phase of your Minecraft world. And I was just kind of mad at myself for doing that. And I felt like the episode turned out just horribly because I ended up having to, it was poorly planned. You know, I had to undo things and redo things a whole bunch in that episode. I couldn't publish it. I didn't even have it in me to publish it because I felt so bad about it. So I just decided to scrap that world, scrap that run. I ended up actually recording another episode in which I killed myself essentially, just to finalize to really make that world feel like it's completely over. I intentionally went into a cave and got myself killed, and it wasn't even a spectacular, like, it was still not a very spectacular death. Like, you know, there's not much to see there. Like, it's not really good viewing material. You know, it doesn't really add that much. It wasn't that interesting to have that on record. But anyways, yeah, Mundane World 2, it's gone, unfortunately, which is very unfortunate because the seed was phenomenal, and I don't even know what the seed was because I didn't record. You know, I never showed the seed. I never looked at what the seed was, and I think with the mods that I have, and I still have, I mean, I have the Better F3 mod, but Better F3 doesn't show you the seed. I don't think it shows. Oops. Yeah, it doesn't really show you the seed. I mean, I think you could turn it on to where it shows you the seed, but even without Better F3, I think the sodium, I had sodium installed, and like F3 doesn't show you the seed. I'm not sure. Does F3 show you the seed on vanilla Minecraft? I'm not even sure. Maybe it does. For some reason, I thought I remembered that it does show you the seed. But anyways, I couldn't find out what the seed was, and I really missed the seed because it was a great seed. I was spawned right next to a really tall mountain that had calcite in it, which is just the best kind of mountains. I love calcite mountains. So I'm really sad to, you know, I wish that I didn't delete that world. I probably would have come back to that world too if I didn't delete it. And I was very frustrated with myself, but I think, you know, I don't think it was that bad. You know, actually, in retrospect, I should have just went ahead and published that episode anyways, and it would have just been the derpiest episode that I've ever come up with. Am I actually going to do anything in this episode, or am I just going to talk for an hour? I guess I'm just going to be talking for an hour. Well, I was going to talk about the plans for this build. So, what am I doing next in this build? I guess let's just take it one floor at a time. It's probably going to take 4 more episodes after this one just to complete the storehouse, which is, I mean, it's doable. It's not like too much, you know. It's just a lot. It is a good bunch. It's going to take a long time, and I think I have some more cobblestone up at the hilltop. That's what I was doing. I was trying to see how much cobblestone I have, because I might not have enough cobblestone to freaking complete the build, because I only have that one stack of oak logs. That's not even going to be enough to smelt 4 stacks of cobble that I'm going to need. gonna need at least that much. I might need like 10 stacks of cobble, 12 stacks of cobble, I'm not sure. So I'm gonna need like a bunch more wood, a bunch more stone. I don't really have enough materials to complete the build. Do I have sand? I might even need more sand. Pretty sure I don't even have enough sand for all of the glass that I'm going to need. And I typically like to... Okay, yeah, I only have like 1 stack of cobblestone down here. I like to have all of my materials prepared before I start building something. And I don't. So I might just spend like an episode or 2 just collecting materials. Just because I don't like to pause the building process because I ran out of materials. That's always kind of slightly frustrating. I'm just gonna grab all of the cobble from here. Oh, that's a full couple of stacks. And I'm gonna need this diorite too. I thought I had more diorite than that. I don't know why I have this hoe down here. I'll take that hoe with me. That pickaxe I can actually let go of. I don't really need that pickaxe for now. No, I'll just leave all the dirt down here. I don't really need that dirt right now. I'll come back to that dirt when I figure out what I'm gonna do with this hilltop. And I intend to build like a pretty large structure, like some kind of castle or something. But that's just a very long-term plan. You know, that's so far off. And I don't even know if I'm gonna survive. I came back and decided to, you know, revive this world first because I haven't actually died in this world, right? In Mundane World 1 and in Mundane World 3, well, I died in those worlds, and I have those recorded. You can go through the playlists of the failed worlds, and I'm gonna revive. I'm gonna make all of those eventually. All of those episodes are gonna be revived. Currently I have them unlisted because I didn't want the algorithm promoting episodes from a series that is over, right? But if I'm going to return to those series, to both of those series, well, let's just do it like this for now. I'm going to need more diorite because that's not going to be enough for the. Like, I'm going to need stairs to do the awning around the rooftop patio. I don't think that's even enough diorite for all of this, all that I'm going to need. I'm going to need more cobblestone, more diorite, okay, and more wood. I guess I'm going to go ahead and chop this tree down. This tree has already grown. Sure, let's go ahead and do that now. So yeah, I'm probably, in the next episode, I'm probably just going to chop more wood, get more cobble. How am I going to get more cobble? Am I going to go into the caves and explore the caves a little bit more? Because I don't like obtaining cobble just to obtain cobble. You know, because while you're out mining, while you're trying to collect iron, you inevitably end up breaking up a lot of cobble on your way, just to clear the path, just to expand the rooms a little bit. You know, I end up breaking down a lot of cobble just from regular caving expeditions in which I'm trying to just find some iron. So I guess I should just do that, just to obtain more cobble, to have more cobble on me. Because yeah, the couple, I think I have 4 total stacks. I don't think that's gonna be enough. It's not gonna be enough. So yeah, that's probably in the next episode. I'm going to go into the spooky caves. We're going to go for some spooky cave adventures. I'm not even sure what's down there. I'm going to have to remind myself what's down there. But I already have iron armor. I have a shield. I don't have blast protection. I'm still going to have to be extremely cautious, lighting up everything at the top and making sure that I don't get rained on by a creeper. And I made a video. I don't know if you guys noticed. I made a video in which I tested point-blank creeper blasts to figure out how much armor, how much blast protection do you need to withstand a point-blank creeper blast. And for my testing, I figured out that you need 8. You need 8 points of blast protection armor, which is a lot. The maximum is 10. So 8 points meaning that you can have 2 level 4 enchantments or 4 level 2 enchantments. Just any combination that adds up to 8 total is how much is the minimum that you need to withstand a point-blank creeper blast, and until then, you're not really safe in the caves. So yeah, here I just wanted to drop off the stone and the stone bricks that I have in here, and then I guess the next step is just to go ahead and go into the caves. It's time for some dangerous dangerous spooky cave action. And I'm gonna need more logs. Yeah, that's gonna be next episode. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and drop these off here as well. I think I'm gonna want like 12, so I need like 7 more stacks of cobble. Where's my sand? I don't have any sand. I guess I haven't collected any sand at all yet. Let's go back to the other chests on that side. I guess I don't have any sand yet. I'm gonna have to go get some sand too. I'm gonna need a lot of sand. I'm gonna need like, gosh, like 6 stacks of sand for this massive build. I'm guessing. I hope 6 stacks is gonna be enough. That might not be enough. I might need like 8 stacks of sand. It's gonna be a lot of sand. It's gonna be a good bunch of episodes before I'm even finished with this starter house in this world. But I would really like to have recorded the first 100 days of a hardcore Minecraft playthrough, because here's the thing, right? I have a couple of off-camera worlds in which I made it to 100 days, and I have 2 of those worlds, and I could just switch over to playing in those worlds, but then I'm not gonna have a record of those first 100 days for you guys to, to be able to confirm that indeed, I survived those 100 days, that I'm not like lying to you about that. I guess, like, even if I do have them on record, I guess technically speaking, you guys could still be like, well, you might have backed up your worlds. Okay, no sand at all. I don't have any sand. Yeah, I'm gonna need to dig a whole bunch of sand and go and dig a whole bunch of cobble. I'm gonna have to go back into caves, get cobble, get sand. Yeah, the next episode just gonna be spooky cave action, and then digging sand. I might make a whole just a separate episode. Well, I don't think it's gonna take me 5 Minecraft days to dig up 8 stacks of sand. That's a good bunch of sand, though. 8 stacks. That is a good bunch of sand that I'm gonna need. What am I doing next? Oh, I should have dropped the brick stairs off there too. I don't really need the brick stairs for now. Because I'm gonna need to get more sand and get more cobble. What day is it? Oh, darn it! Day 45. So, I mean, days 4. Oh, wait a minute! 45 days played. That's it. That's it. I should be ending my episode. Yeah. All right. Well, that's great. So, and with that, I should be ending my episode today during this day. That's not over yet. I should go ahead and end my episode now, actually. So yeah. Well, I figured out what to do next. I guess this episode wasn't very eventful, but it was good. It was good to talk about all of that stuff, just to sort of process all of that on camera. This is how you feel after you died in a hardcore world. This is a record of how it feels, after that. I just wanted to keep playing. I wanted to make another episode in which I didn't die. I'm glad I didn't die. It would have sucked so much. Imagine if I just started this episode and then I died in this episode too, and I just lost 2 worlds, 2 hardcore mode worlds in one day. Wouldn't that have been just disastrous? Well, yeah, I'm not sure what I would have done then. But yeah, I'm gonna just return to this world. I have on day 45, so yeah, it's 555 more days to go. So that's what 11 episodes. So I have 11 episodes to go before I get to day 100. All right, in this world, and I'm going to have this starter house built by then, and I guess I'm not going to have the enchantments done yet, but I just want to make it to day 100, and then I can switch over. Then I can switch over to my off-camera worlds and record in those as well. Basically, I'm going to end up with multiple worlds, with like a bunch of different worlds, that in all of which I have built something. I built a starter house, from which I can just record videos of me just hanging out in my starter house, or just walking around doing repetitive activity, doing mundane activity, like chopping trees down and leveling dirt, digging dirt, and I'm just gonna talk about all of the things that I really want to talk about on the internet. I really want to. This channel, the plan for this channel is to convert it into a philosophy channel, but that's in the future. In the future, that's the plan. So right now, I'm just still in this very long-winded initialization phase, in which I'm trying to establish myself in like a well-established hardcore mode world. I want to demonstrate that I'm capable of making it to day 100 in a hardcore mode world. So I want to have that on record. I don't want to just switch over to one of my off-screen worlds, in which I am already at day 100. Because well, there's going to be no way for anybody to verify that. And yeah, and as I was saying, even in this, like, there's no way to. You guys are just going to have to trust me that I'm not just backing these up after every episode and just re-recording it if I die, right? And I hope that having those failed worlds, having the failed, my failed runs, that you can go back and watch me die in those. Just having that on record, I hope that at least adds to my credibility. Gives you a reason to believe me when I'm trying to tell you that, well, in this world, in Mundane World 4, in this world that I'm playing in right now, I have not died yet. I am in legitimate hardcore mode. I'm in real hardcore mode. Whereas, when I go, I am planning, at this point, I am planning to revive Mundane World 1, Mundane World 3, and the Nameless World. I will come back to all three of those, and go for a reincarnated hardcore mode, I guess, in which I'm just gonna, I'm still in hardcore mode, but I would have already lost the hardcore run. Like, I would have already died once. Basically, a reincarnated hardcore mode basically means that, well, you're not gonna you're just trying really hard to not die, because then you'd have to cheat again, you can't just keep dying. I think after the third time, after the first 3 lives, then I think I would just convert it to a regular survival mode, because then, like, the charm is completely gone after that. And even after the first death, that already kind of breaks down the charm of like real hardcore mode, in which you haven't died at all yet. And that's what in this world, I haven't died at all yet. I'm still going strong. Got to 46. Next episode, I'm going to make it to day 50. Although I'm still not going to have this build completed, but I'll make it to day 50 next episode. But yeah, I want to have one world that is completely recorded up through day 100. That is, on YouTube, just to demonstrate that I can do that. And then I'll come back to the worlds in which I died in, and I'll have the reincarnated worlds going on, and I'm also going to do 100-day world tours of my off-camera worlds. But I don't want to just switch over to this. And I think I'm just repeating myself at this point. I need to end the episode. I'm just rambling now at the end of the episode. It's time. It's time to end the episode. That's it for today. I know it was a long one. Thank you very much to anyone that stuck around for this entire time, that is actually still over here with me. If you are that person that's still watching this right now, please let me know. Let me know what you're thinking, because I really appreciate that. You're probably the only person that has made it through all the way to the end of the episode, at least for now. Maybe in the future I get popular or something, and a lot of people are going to want to watch through these. I don't know. I really doubt that. But if you're still watching this right now, just say something in the comments. I really appreciate it. All right, I really appreciate you, and I want to know. What do you like about this? What do you like about this that keeps you coming back, that kept you watching this entire time? All right? Say something. So, once again, thanks a lot, and that's it for today. Shadowlay, my fellas. Shadowlay.